Hello everybody. Welcome to the channel if you're new, and welcome back if you're already a subscriber. Today we're going to be doing the plan with me for November 14th through the 20th. This is going to be filmed over several days, so if there's any changes like in lighting or focus in terms of like where the camera is set up, I'm sorry about that. I always do my best, but it is what it is. So I didn't really get to include this, I think, in the last plan with me. It's because I wasn't feeling well. So one was actually voiced over. Oh, the heating just cut off. In a good way. Sorry, that came out really bad. It was what was making that noise, and I was a little annoyed about that, thinking I needed to film and that was going to be running in the background. So disaster minimally averted. But back to planning. So I haven't been able to always include the migration process the last time or two. I know there's one video in there that I didn't for sure, but I just want to talk about that for a second. And last week was a little kooky. I am doing this actually on Monday. I was striving to do it over the weekend and it just didn't work out that way, but it's fine. So things that I do on Thursday afternoon. So typically Thursday is my last in-office day for the week. So at the end of that day, I go ahead and film and also literally migrate anything that is physical work tasks. So that would be filing, meeting prep, because I do prefer to do it physically in the office, printing of any kind, sometimes bigger projects, and then obviously like anything that I prefer or literally don't have an option to physically do in the office. Thursday was freaking bananas. I actually got there very early. While I talk, I'm gonna fill in these little moons and stars with my Uniball Signo Broad. I don't know that I love it, but I did it over here, so I'm just gonna kind of continue the trend. Anyways, so on Thursday afternoon, I usually migrate that kind of stuff over. Oh, I really don't like it now because it's not going in evenly. That's why. Okay, clearly I can't color in and talk at the same time. I don't know that I really loved kind of like my work headers. It was something different to try. It's something I actually saw Helen do in her Cozy Halloween, and that was like my spread a couple weeks ago. So I thought that was a really cute way to kind of bring in all the little like stars and moons from the washi that I used, and keep those witchy Halloween vibes running. But back to it. So long story short, on Thursdays, I migrate anything physical over, and then Friday afternoon, I typically would migrate over anything that's like digital. And when I mean migrate, I mean from this list and from this list. As far as my big work tasks list, that's actually in Redtail, which I can't show on camera just because it's obviously one on my computer and two, it's work related. But just as a side note for anybody that wants to know, we use Redtail with my company, which is a CRM, and it works great for us in our practice. And that's usually the bulk of where, obviously it's where I pull tasks from and then write them down, but it also is where literally like the work master list basically goes. So enough chatting. I'm gonna start over here actually with tasks and just migrate over anything work related, then we'll talk about personal. Okay, one thing at a time. So first things first, establish Investo account, Ruprec. Okay. So the question is, do I want like a banner or anything? I really don't. I'm okay with it. I am using the Vila Beautiful Magical Plans kit. Let's see if they have like a this week that could fit in there. I don't think there's one, but as you can tell, I don't really care about it not being Halloween anymore. I'm fully into Halloween year round. To do, remember, plan, appointment, notes, focus. So nothing that specifically says this week as far as I can tell. This is overall like a really interesting kit, and I really would like to see some more like info, plan with me type of things on it. I feel like I could use one of these, but it may be too big, if that makes sense, to do notes, urgent, little things, goals, personal, agenda, errands. It'd be cool to like block this off, like, or do check it off maybe, if that fits. Let's see. It is not gonna fit perfectly, so I am actually, where are my scissors? I'll do a little bit of surgery. How much do I need to kind of cut off? Okay, I'm gonna do that, and then that way I kind of have like a little title for that list. It actually fits pretty good now. Wow, okay. That worked out a lot better than I thought it would. Just a little bit of surgery there. Okay, cool. Start with a little pile over there. Okay, so check it off is going to be the name, the title over there. As I've talked about before, I'm not really good with like full box things, so this probably will last me like an eternity and be a pain in the butt to use, but it was really cute and I really wanted it, so here we are. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and migrate over rubric, which has been migrating forever, I feel like. Reconciling spreadsheets, which is just kind of part and parcel of end of year stuff. November PR list. December PR list. I really need to do both this week because we finally wrapped on that. Okay, so that's my work from there. Now what I want to do is just kind of take a quick glance and make sure that anything that was migrated was actually completed in a work sense, or anything that might need to be done. I know allocations is already on my to-do list in Redtail, so I'm not gonna like stress that so much, and cards. Okay, so nothing visible from even the Thursday list. What I do want to do is November, which I've actually already done now that I think about it, but I do want to make sure they're all done. December cards, holiday, plans. Because we really need to nail that down. Okay, so then I come back over here and I'm gonna draw an arrow, arrow, perfect. Okay, so migration check done as far as work stuff goes. Now, this is where it's gonna get a little tricky because let's go into personal. So we're going to just not bother with migration just for a second, and I'm gonna fill in everything from over the weekend, and then we'll migrate personal because obviously I would have had all the time in the world over the weekend to do that. So let us fill in some things. Now, you're probably wondering, how in the heck is she gonna remember all the mess that she did? I actually use a spiral bound notebook, just nothing super fancy. This one's from Tool, so it is a little fancy because it's got the like dividers and pockets and stuff, but literally it's just a notebook. You can just use whatever, like a notepad that's laying around your house. And what I do is I'll just kind of keep a really sloppy record on just random pieces of paper and notes. So like super sloppy, super duper sloppy. And it'll have stuff like weather, everything that I did, so that I can kind of discern from that list what's gonna go in here. Because sometimes I do wanna use like pretty writing, or I may wanna use an emoji to mark it. I also use this method whenever I'm filming plan with me's, because obviously it's like when I'm in I did this in office. Like I just did my banner and then just started writing my stuff down. So if you're a content creator, this is really easy for you. Or if you don't want to drag your planner around, this is a really easy way for you to do like a sloppy version. So I'm going to just start at the top and work down. The only thing I'm not going to do on camera is fill in my spending tracker. I'm going to have to do a little bit of research with that because I did start Christmas shopping on Saturday. So there is that. Starting Wednesday, because I didn't put down the weather, and I won't be using any of these on this spread. Those will go on to the next one. So I'm also aiming to leave here soon, so hopefully this won't take all morning. Because I do need to be in the office, and I am trying to be in there early, so we'll see how this goes. All right, it's definitely starting to cool down here. It's been like maybe like yesterday for most of the day it was like in the 40s and 50s. Obviously it got up to like 60 something, but it was frigid. And then Friday was rainy. Saturday had some rain too. Actually, 39. Saturday weather was weird because it looked like it was gonna be really, really pretty. And then got cloudy and rainy ultra quick. And then Sunday. Hopefully my frowsy hair isn't making it into the thing because I haven't flat ironed it yet. Yeah, high of 53 yesterday. At least it was sunny. It wasn't super cloudy or anything like that. Okay, so now hopping down from there. So in this bar, I typically will do stuff like maybe a dream that I've had. Like here, there was a full moon eclipse, and Jeff and I actually took our coffee and like walked around and watched it super early in the morning, which was really nice. Or I might put like a to-do list if there's things that I'm doing in the house before I leave, like tidying, dishes, etc. And I really wasn't doing much of anything, I think, Friday morning. I'm really racking my brain. Definitely don't think there's anything up there that I need to put. Saturday, I did do my tarot, though. I'm trying to think of what that phase was, though. So let me look it up. So it's still pretty early, so my brain is like, lamb. Okay, waning gibbous moon is what that is. Waning gibbous. I just want to spell that right. Okay. And I probably didn't need to put moon since I kind of am short on that, but I'm gonna do 8 of elixirs and not care that I'm writing across the board. Don't really care because I really don't have a to-do list for Sunday morning either. Like, a lot of that's just gonna go on my main list, even though I did get up slightly early. That was kind of the early morning thing. So again, I don't really, I could technically put week 17, but I know I did it throughout the day and that I didn't get up. I got up kind of somewhere in the middle of this washi and drank my coffee, so there's really no need. So I'm gonna skip that part for right now. And then for Thursday evening, I am going to, we just went to Publix really, but what I do want to do is mark. I really would love to use an emoji if I'm being honest, but I don't want them to like be in the same row. I'm a little particular about that. Like, I like a good stagger. But I do want to put a little note. April ordered summits. And I can actually, I'm just gonna suck it up. And these stickers, aha, they were either gonna, my sticker book is off to the side because it is so thick and chunky, like it cannot sit up here right now. I've gotta figure that out. So what I'm gonna do is do a bloat, if I can fit it. Oh my God, I felt so full. And I can. And this way it's not like directly here. I don't know why my OCD needs that, but it does. Just a little bit off, which is funny because a lot of times my OCD, like, okay, so you're gonna notice I wanna have a purple bar like this that says work. I wanna have something in this purple pen. This is the only day I didn't. And that's gonna annoy the hell out of me. I love that there's, you know, obviously 2 moon phases usually at least a week. And then like everything kind of like is gonna zigzag in a weird way. But anyways, back to the good things. So I'm not that wasn't good. I'm just gonna draw a little arrow to that guy. My boss ordered us lunch and surprised me with crumble cookies. So my car was in the shop, which we'll get to here in a sec. And I couldn't get crumble, and even though they deliver, I am very infamous for being kind of cheap and not ordering take. Like, I will go pick it up. I don't like delivery fees. I don't know why. I'm just weird like that. Like, I need to be in a very desperate situation for me to order takeout to my home. So the long and short of that is that we were working crazy. Like, I think I got there at 7 a.m., which is a little after 7 a.m., which is about 2 hours before I'm supposed to be there. And it was because my car was in the shop and my boyfriend dropped me off, and he works in construction, so they're there earlier. That's just the background of that. However, we didn't leave until almost like 5. And the day was literally nonstop. Like, there was no downtime, there was no calm time, there was nothing. They obviously weren't there at the same time that I was, but they knew I was literally busting my butt like the whole time. Like, I needed every single hour I was there, and I really shouldn't have needed that. We were just really, really overloaded with the fact that we were going to be out on Friday for Veterans Day, and that we had a lot going on for business. So there was that. Then Jeff and I went to Publix. So I am not going to skip 2 rows exactly. I'm just going to do, can I fit plan there? I'm not going to attempt it. Meal plan, Publix. Nothing really of value happened. We did watch more Cabinet of Curiosities, and I kind of want a pretty doodle that, but at the same time, I'm kind of okay with not having that. And see, in this place, like I ran out of room and did my tarot down here, so I really could have done that there if I wanted to. I'm just gonna write it normal. And then I'm gonna leave the episode part blank because we did watch a couple episodes, but I don't remember what the F they were. I know for a fact that I did drink all my water for once. I actually did really good this week on that. And then again, I'm gonna leave this blank and have to go back over through my budgeting because I know obviously I went to Publix and that's the only other thing that day. So I could probably, and I know it was, I wanna say like 80 something because I got cash back. Not because I spent $80 on groceries. But I am going to leave that blank and work on filling that out this, during the day here at work, just because it'll give me something to do that gives my brain a break in a weird way. It's like soothing for me to budget. Okay, so what I want to do is actually write kind of pretty. I'm gonna do, I could do it up here, but I don't really have anything that high. So, and not a lot happened because it was my day off. I did enjoy not doing a lot. It's a little bit more spaced out than I would like because I'm going over and that looks really strange. Okay. So Veterans Day is a bank holiday and the market is closed, which means we are closed because we're in finance and we work off the market. So there's that. I am going to just what do I want to use? I want to use, I usually try to like think about what all happened that day so that I pick emojis kind of strategically. Meaning, okay, so this day I worked on, I do need a pencil, sorry. The ADHD is high today. Okay, couple things that I did on Veterans Day. So I actually watched all 3 Hobbit movies, which was kind of amazing. I was really proud of myself for a weird reason. I worked on week 17's workflow and actually completed it, which also, yay me, rarity for sure. I went on a run and then I did just kind of like some household items and planned and worked on a master list. That being said, I've got to think about, what emojis do I want to throw down on here? What do I want to make my little box? So this is kind of why I don't always pretty plan, and it's just easier for me sometimes to straight list. This is probably this is like me taking another step forward. So what I want to do is, I could do a clean desk too. Probably not. I could probably use one of these like older crafty emojis. Maybe. I'm gonna need these for sure. Might leave these out a little bit. And it's funny because setup spread, so So update planner, I wish I could get like a whole sheet of these. I need to like ask Helen for this. But the workflow thing, like, this is actually a little bit more, this makes a little bit more sense for Project Life for me. But because I did the whole workflow and not parts and pieces of it, I'm not gonna use those today. So let's just use like one of these like little crafty dudes. Can use, I didn't use any washi. I never use washi in there. Let's just use this little dude. Okay. To document. Okay. And you'll understand the pencil part here in a sec. I'm gonna do week number 17. Film. Edit. Voice over and hope it fits. It did. Post. Yay! I am going to use, how do I want to do this? Oh, I do have room to put a lot more than I thought. This is not the purple. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, I've committed now. I'm just gonna have to roll with it, and no. That sucks. Oh well. I just yanked it out of my bag and I didn't even like think about it. Oh well. Such is life occasionally. But I am gonna write over this, so I'm gonna let that dry. I'm gonna use that to mark my run. Damn it. Sorry. Tragedy. I'm gonna use that to mark my run, and then I'm gonna skip a line and just do laundry. Dishes. I did actually finish the dishes that day. I did not finish the laundry. I tidied. That's just usually like picking up things. I worked on a master list. So I count Redtail as like my master list when it comes to work, but I still keep one in here. And it's typically super sloppy. It's nothing like to really shake a stick at necessarily, or impressive, but it is what it is. And I like it. You know, I just keep updating it, and I do like the fact that I use like the disc bound system, because it lets me just kind of yank it right out, and I get that I could do that with a spiral notebook all the same, but I do like that it kind of maintains its shape this way, and I can always add in other things without having to like construct the layout. So I can use inserts from other companies, or I can search my stash, which was crazy because I was working on like a couple things over the weekend, like going through my stash of disc bound stuff, because obviously I was a happy planner for a while, so, and then I became an unhappy happy planner. So there was that. Let's see. So I started planning December live stream topics. So quick thing on that I just want to hit on. I am doing live streams every Wednesday in December, and that's Eastern Standard Wednesday, and Eastern Standard at 6 p.m. is my goal, because that'll give me time to get home, get a little snack in me if I have to be at work, or it allows me to prepare a little bit better. I'm planning to be on for at least an hour. It may be a little bit longer. I've got some processes, some flips, all kinds of different things. So I'm really looking forward to it. If you guys have any suggestions of things that you would like to see, definitely let me know. But I think I've got it pretty concreted. If there's anything that I can move, this is something that I do plan to continue. So never fear, but I just wanted to get it started in December, and I have a specific theme. So I will definitely be sharing that as the weeks come. If you are good at, if you think about it, you'll probably know what the theme is if it's on a Wednesday. So more to come on that for sure. And then I want to and it's okay that I have that here. I'm going to do pretty much the same for the run. That's Kitty. She is, nope. She's trying to like get attention before I leave for work, and so she wants to hop up on the counter. So sorry about the little whining, and sorry about me trying to run her off. I guess I'm just going to kind of continue with the emojis. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there she is. I knew she couldn't handle it. Come here, baby. And of course I'm wearing a sweater dress. I have to be very gentle about picking her up. So it looks like emojis cover about this much ground. I do hand draw some emojis if I don't have something. So I'm just gonna like rough sketch one in. This is kind of large, but that's okay. I'm just leaving room. And then I'm gonna do the Hobbit trilogy. Draw a little arrow. I feel bad that I'm gonna have to leave the baby. She's definitely enjoyed our long weekend. And I think that about covers, oh, hold on. Do I have, oh, it's okay. I'm doing the Hobbit emoji. Ordered five daughters. This is gonna be a chatty one, I can tell. Tea-day box. Ordered wine advent. And Jen's present, but that's not gonna fit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Cool. So I've left a little spot for my emoji. I'll probably, again, that's one of those, I do leave little spaces for creativity like that. I did a little handmade here, and it's just something for me to kind of like doodle without it being elaborate, and it lets me like let out that inner nerd, so I really enjoy that. So Saturday, I picked up pickup car at Kia, and then I'm going to do first Lyft ride. So I'm a little strange, and I have never used Uber or Lyft. I literally had Taylor and Tyler call me an Uber to get me across town back to their friend's house. I am terrified of it, which sounds probably really crazy, but I'm also like not even 5 foot tall and like 100 and some odd pounds. So I basically feel like I'm always like a kidnappable size, and so it makes me super uncomfortable. So I don't enjoy the thought of doing it alone. But I didn't have another option. My mom was working 2 of her several jobs that she has, ironically, and so she could not help me out. And then on top of that, Jeff was about 2.5 hours away hunting, so I had to do what I had to do. Let me see if I can find where I have put my real Tombow that I will need. I found found it. Yeah, super silly. Oh, how did I manage that? Just in case you're curious, this is 603. So the wrong one was 603. The right one is in 60. Pretty sure anyway. Yep, pretty sure. So I'm gonna leave that be, unfortunately. Okay, so picked up the car and then treated myself to Maple Street. Completely packed. And that made me have to people, and I was not super thrilled about that. So packed. Yeah, Saturday was just like a tank of a day because I am one of those people that 100% believes that like if I'm pretty much not doing anything by 8, like if I'm not doing at least something like this by like 8 a.m., my whole day is gone. Like that's just my mindset, unfortunately, and I really hate that. But that's just, I'm a morning person. So I do want to mark the new release. So I need to order more of these, clearly. I'm gonna do, that's gonna look like I'm trying to mark that and not the run, but that's okay. I'll do it over these 2 days because I did place 2 separate orders. So I will do washi, winter, and holiday. Am I gonna fit it? Yay! I really want to put I want to put my order number there. I don't know what it is off the top of my head, so I'm gonna have to look that up. I hate that there's now a space there because I am not smart and didn't pay attention to that. I digress. So yeah, there's that. Hopefully I'm gonna spell this right and do, I may not actually do like the funky lettering, holding off on that. These are the things that go through my head, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so I had really bad headaches. We don't need to monitor that exactly. And this is again where I get to make the sloppy list and then figure out what can go on here, because something like headaches, if I had the space, I would document it. If I don't, I just kind of keep going. It's fine. What I care more about is Christmas shopping. And so I'm gonna leave that blank. And I'm just gonna do like Xmas shop so that I can fit it all there. So I'm gonna do a line through for mom because there were some issues with that. The pups are done. Got Tay and Ty done. Owen is done. And Jeff is started. Yeah, I'm not gonna end up doing like any pretty lettering. I'm gonna leave some room like around this little emoji, so I'm gonna skip over a line to do IG poll. I did that. I prep for week number 19. I started prepping my list for Black Friday. I really want to like separate some things, so I worked on that. Worked on laundry some more, and then I'm gonna put the peripheral, which is what I watched, episodes 3 and 4, and then do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is probably the chattiest freaking prep video, migration part I've ever done, and it's long, so I hope y'all liked a long video, or wanted a long video, because that's what you're getting. So there's that. Sunday was so lazy. I got like literally, I went from super productive on Friday to straight up like just random bursts. Like I literally could not handle anything. It was crazy. I do like just a little bit of pretty hand lettering, but I don't really have anything else to pretty hand letter. Let's see. Yeah, I really don't have a ton to document on Sunday, so I'm not going to put anything up there. I can actually use a pre-order sticker, but the question is, what color? Do I want to do the pink or the blue? Organize, 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 organize. Oh no, I'm not going to use that one. Sorry, lied. So lied. I could use a ton of these. Okay, I'm going to do TCMC pre-sale order number, just so I have it. Just to walk you through, if you're not familiar with Coffee Monster Co., none of this is going to make any sense to you. So there was actually a limit on how many washi you could get. It was 2 rolls. I'm a 3-roll kind of girl if I love it. So if I like it, I'll do 2. If I love it, I'm getting 3. Don't know why. And there's one that I really love. That's a lot of reallys. And I also digress, because if I've learned that if I love it and it's seasonal, 3. If I love it and I could use it any time of the year, 5. It's gonna have to be my number, which sounds absurd. But that you can't like reorder them. Like they do regenerate and like revamp sometimes, but more or less like you gotta get it when you can get it. So there was a cap on how many washies that you could get for this particular release, because she was trying not to go into pre-order. Went into pre-order by the end of the day. And so I placed a pre-order the next morning with any additional Christmas, winter, holiday stickers I would want, because I knew that there was no possible way I would like go through every single sheet prior to next year's release. But just in a way to like set myself up for success, the biggest thing that I'm learning with Coffee Monster Co. is it's not necessarily like a FOMO with everybody. It's like if you're a new person and you're coming in for the first time and you don't have like stickers from last year to help get you kind of like started, then you're gonna kind of, sometimes the release, like for example, my October stuff didn't come until mid-October, so that kind of created a little, you know, so I ordered enough to get me started next year. That's what I'm trying to say. So I hope that made sense. So I'm gonna do post to IG week 11. I was so bummed right now. Okay, so let's talk about this and the stupid freaking algorithm. Oh, I could have done, it's okay. We're gonna do it like this. Week 11. Live stream. Poll. Results, can't write anymore. Live stream. Announce. I do have room. Barely. Okay, so Instagram's algorithm freaking sucks. I posted a picture of week 11 and it literally has 2 likes, and normally it would shoot way above that within an hour, and we're now 24 hours out. So aggravated with that because it's taken me forever to get around to taking a picture of it. But because I don't even know. It's really weird and really bizarre because I will probably post week 12 and it'll get like 100 and something in an hour. It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. But I also posted the results. So true to what I thought was going to happen, people would prefer to have the flip done on the live stream. So we are going to do one flip and one process. I haven't figured out what the process video is going to be yet, only because it is entirely dependent on what I get completed prior to that. So if I'm behind or have to like split up some of the 12 by 12s, it might be a 12 by 12 or it might be weekly. So I don't know what that's going to be yet. So I don't know. But there is going to be one of each. And I kind of figured that some people would want process and some people would want flips. So that's really how it split up, is 2 are paper crafting, 2 are planner, 1 is a process on each side, and 1 is a flip on each side. So it doesn't matter what you prefer. There's kind of there's a Wednesday for everybody is my point. So there's that. I am going to do tidy, laundry. I feel like my laundry never ends. And dishes. I did actually do really good with dishes. I just didn't run the dishwasher like I wanted to. And then I'm going to take this lovely space and write Fellowship of the Ring. I almost put a period there. I kind of did. Extended version, but it's not really noticeable unless you're me. And I'm just gonna draw one like Lord of the Rings little emoji, and then I want to pick this up and I'm gonna mark in a workout that I did. It was a very sad workout, admittedly. I did do some squats, but I didn't do like just straight lower body, and I didn't do straight running. I need to do some yoga. That's for damn sure. All right, we're gonna use like the sweat water bottle emoji to do 1 mile run and quick full body. I am so excited to start using my little fitness planner, which is going to be Hobonichi Weeks at the end of November it starts. So I'll be able to show it off like in the live streams and stuff too, I think. I think we'll see it possibly in that. If not, you'll see it in a setup video in December. So you're going to see it soon. So, but I am going to be using a Hobonichi Weeks as a fitness planner. So I'll still do little stuff like this. But it'll be easy for me to like check and see exactly what that full body, because right now it's in the notes section of my phone. So I don't know, like, I know that I use 12.5-pound weights, and that I roughly know what I did. Like I probably did like 2 to 3 upper body exercises, 3 ab exercises, and like maybe 2 lower body since I ran. So that's what I mean. And it's kind of like I feel like it's the song head, shoulders, knees, and toes, because I'll do arms, abs, legs, arms, abs, legs, like, and then kind of filter in an extra one if I feel like I need a little bit more attention in an area. And then sometimes a workout maybe, or an exercise may do both. So for example, I do plank rows. So I'll go into a plank. This is far more information than anybody asked for, and why I said this is gonna be fun and chatty. Sorry guys. But I do a plank and then I do a row with the weight in my hand. So obviously that's both, and a good reason why my back and my abs hurt today. But such is life. I did about 2/3 of the 2 towers. And then I had to go to bed. Jeff. Deer. And then let me see if I have this. I bet you I do. I know I have one. It's just a question. Oh. I got the bear. I don't have the deer yet. I know, though. I had it in a... That's what I wanted. Aw, man, it's gonna get cut off. I should have put it down first and then it could have sat there. Let's see if the other one... I didn't drink all my water, so I can put it here. It's fine. I want to document it with this sticker so bad, and I'm gonna make it work for sure. That's funny. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. I didn't get the last 2, so that actually fits perfect. Yes, winning. The only thing that I don't have on this is like a little bar. So I'm gonna go ahead and write in, I don't know what my pace was, but I did do, just so I know what I'm trying to document right here. Pace. And then I'm gonna do Xmas shop. I feel like sometimes that's the one thing that I struggle with doing like the bars and stuff. I'll forget what was supposed to go there. Okay, so now we're finally down to like personal BS. Wow, this is chatty. Wow. Okay. Plan meals with friends. I have about 1,000 lists of this, so I'm just gonna migrate, establish, Invesco account. And just to be clear, because this is migrated a couple times, the account is technically established, like I get statements, but I need to sign some paperwork regarding it, and then I don't know why it's only a week, whatever. I just need to finish setting it up. So it's not really established, it's finished setup. And then I can go ahead and draw a line because I obviously posted week 11. I want to do some Etsy. I think I'm gonna work a lot on Etsy stuff next week while I'm out, because I'm out for most of the week and I'm gonna have some time to play with it. And I'll be ahead on videos too, so that'll help. And then I'm gonna go ahead and migrate this over. So, buckle, card. I've tracked the return and it has gotten there, but the balance didn't reflect the return yet, and I want to just pay it off because it should just be like shipping charges basically, so it'll be fine. So that is the plan for that. Other than that, I don't see anything I really need to migrate. Obviously week 19, I did some prep in here, even though I didn't put it, I was still prepping from before. But yeah, I think that's where we're at. I have nothing really to throw up here. So let's do film migration and Monday, because I'll come back and film it later. And then I have been tidying the apartment today. I need to start the dishwasher. And start some laundry. All right, that's the plan, Sam. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do update planner. Okay, perfect. So that's kind of how I'm gonna start today. And like I said, I'll just keep a sloppy list. I might show you guys at the end of the day what that looks like. Just the sloppy list before we get into making it pretty. And then we'll go from there. And again, the kit that I'm using this week is from Vila Beautiful, and that's with 2 L's, 2 F's. So make sure you look at that correctly, because I have misspelled it before and stuff. And this, I don't know if it's still available. This is the Magical Plans collaboration. And if you haven't checked her out on Instagram, please do. She's got some of the most gorgeous spreads. Some other things that I want to call out really fast are these fine liners. This is Nature Colors. I think I stole them from my mother, full disclosure. But I just like them, and I'll probably continue to use them through December for like these colors right here, like these kind of like cozy, softer, like a little bit different color palette for December. So still like your same classic colors, just a little bit more muted or jewel tone, because they are more jewel tone if I'm being honest. And then the purple, obviously I used this kind of like dusty purple last week and loved how that looked. Still so aggravated about that. And then in terms of mild liners, I'm just gonna use the grays that you can get. These are just the 2 OGs. So not in the release of last year or even this year. This is like the cool gray and I think the dark gray. I'm gonna go ahead and go a little off grid and put in this dark gray as my go-to. Okay, perfect. Huh, interesting. Sorry, I was just like realizing that it goes over the bar, but that's like my extra water, and doubtful that I'll get there. But I am gonna use the dark gray to match, or to do my water tracking, and then we'll see what happens at the end of the day, and I'll be back. And again, I hope this was fun and chatty for you guys. Okay, so we're back. It is Wednesday morning, so we have quite a bit to fill in. And let's just get started with that. Hopefully I won't be as chatty through this. It's pretty early. It's almost 7. And I'm kind of up and going, which I'm happy about. I was really low energy over the weekend, as I talked about previously, and the weather is getting cold. It was really rainy yesterday too, so not the most ideal for sure. So one thing I do want to look at really quick is some of these adorable stickers. So these are from Little Creative Life. So this is my friend Taylor, and she gave me a whole heap of them when we were on vacation. And I thought that these would look really great, like with this, obviously, because It's like grayscale and very spooky apothecary. And they're kind of large, so I knew I was gonna have to be a little careful about it. But I think I kind of want one on each side. So maybe do this bigger one. Like I said, they're kind of large. So I just want to make sure I'm not like screwing myself up super bad, and I probably am, but they're really cute and I do want to use them. I think it would be safer to use it here because I didn't have really eventful evenings either of these nights. So I just want to angle it where I still have room to document, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna put that little guy in there. And then I will keep, wow, this feels like really thick for one sheet. But I'm gonna keep this with my other stuff. So I'll keep this with the Vila book so that I can put one over here over the weekend. That's really cool, and I feel like it meshes very well. The other thing I just realized is I don't have my pen bag. So, which means I don't have my highlighters. So we're gonna pull all that out. I do have a tendency to drag everything with me to and from the office. The only thing that I don't drag anymore is the sticker book. And I know I was saying that it was like off screen earlier. This is why it's off screen. Because this is just Coffee Monster Co. and like similar like brands. Like Every Minute of the Story, I only have a little bit from them. And then Smooth Shop. She's actually having a baby and I'm really excited for her. Anyways, it's just too big and bulky. I want to fix that binder, but I'm just trying to figure out what that fix looks like right now, just to be super clear. All right, so let's get into this. So I did not finish filming the migration. Well, I finished the migration, just not Monday. Let's fill in the weather. So it was 30 degrees was the low and 48 was the high. It was sunny at least on Monday. It was not sunny yesterday. I think it's supposed to be clear the rest of the week. Loaded the dishwasher, didn't actually run it. Did I? I think I loaded it and I like started it. Update planner, didn't finish that. So let's get into work and how do I want to document that. Let's do, in an effort to like make this interesting, I'm gonna do a bar right here and I'll go back and write in work, and I might even do it in this gray just to see what happens, just to give some contrast from the black. I'm trying to kind of mirror a little bit of like some difference with the bars. I don't know if I like it or not yet, but we'll see. So I'll do Olengren. There's work to do for her. I'm gonna take this out because I think this, what is going on? I swear sometimes I cut the camera on and then like I can't spell or I can't write all of a sudden. It's just very strange. So I sent links. I'm gonna do print, prep. I definitely feel like we need a little emoji here, so let's see what else was going on. There was a lot going on Monday. I was very busy. I basically walked into this same workload that I left on Thursday that was like nonstop. I literally walked into the exact same thing. But without 2 hours extra to do it in. And I am endeavoring to not like stay late, and a lot of that just has to do with kind of self-preservation. I like the little drowning emoji. And I love that these are these are the same, so it's like I do have some extras. Let's do this because like he's kind of grayscale too. And I did feel this way on Tuesday as well. So we'll do that little guy. Okay, so print prep. Dyer came. So I got them handled. Pool. Facts. That was a whole situation. Collins. I do try to, so a couple things why the silences, because this is my like really sloppy list. I know I talked about this earlier. This is like my sloppy list of everything that happened that day, more or less, like the Cliff Notes version. And then I kind of decide like what's warranted over here, and you'll see me write like last names of people, and it's because there's like a task associated with them. Rather than me saying send so-and-so link and take up like 2 lines, it's like usually multiple tasks with one person as well. So it's like, okay, all the things for this person were done, all the things for this person were done, so on and so forth. I'm trying to keep an eye on the time as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need to kind of make sure that I don't go past 15 with that. With anything work related anyway. Allocations. Print. Create. RT. And do I have room for one more thing? I do. I'll do mail and November PR. Actually, I did not finish that. So let's see if I can make this go away. Just like a little swipe. There we go. One thing I am gonna go ahead and take away is the November cards. They have in fact all been done, and I think I said that when I migrated that was more of a oops, my bad. And then let's see if I've got like a little, I know I do, a little chef. Or do I want to use a little critter? Let's see. Do I have a deer? I have a Rudolph type of thing. I don't know that I have deer though. I do. I was trying to decide if I wanted to use like a chef or I'm gonna hold on to this just for a second. And then I'll do Kroger, gas. I don't know if this is kind of too much, so I may have to put the little deer down here and then like draw an arrow up. Sorry, I'm overthinking this, go figure. Because I don't. Perfect. All right. So the reason for the little deer is that Jeff got his first buck of the season. And if you have issues or problems with hunting or meat, I'm very sorry. We are conservationist side of hunting, not it's brown, it's down hunting. Just to explain the difference between the two, if you're not a hunter or you're maybe not familiar with that phrase, we don't just shoot them if they walk by kind of thing. Jeff actually is really humane about it. And even he started bow hunting this year, which is a little bit more challenging. But he's basically been out, has it been 3 or 4 weekends? 3 weekends for sure. Might have been more. 3 full weekends of sitting out trying to get like a good one. And I don't mean like a good one that looks pretty. I mean a good one that looks like it's full grown. It's had a good life. I mean, he didn't ask it personally. And I'm just trying to give some context just so that people don't think like we're out there like just shooting down deer. So he's only got one out of the season so far that he has humanely picked out and taken his time with. Like we have personal moral guidelines, I guess you could say, about like not too young. And obviously he's been driven specifically by male deer. So basically does have been out of the question up to this point. And you're only actually, if you're being humane about it and you're following the rules, you're only allowed to have 2 bucks in Georgia in a season. So he also has to be very conscious of that, like in the process. So again, I'm just trying to give some context that we're not like, it's to be as humane about it and conservationist and follow the rules and fill the freezer. It's nothing more than that, and we are incredibly grateful, and we definitely thank Mother Nature and the beast for every one that we ever get. This one was actually kind of special because he butchered it himself, which meant not having a ton of ground ground deer meat, which cooks like ground beef a little bit. It's leaner. Sorry, this is clearly going to be just as chatty as the other ones. So we actually had cuts. So it was similar to like a pork tenderloin or like beef steaks and things. And that's what we actually had, was deer steak. And it was a little crazy because I think that's the freshest I know I've ever had it. And so I made my thank you is me taking my time to cook a delicious meal around that. So I made a mushroom sauce that went over the steak. I made Gruyere macaroni and cheese. I made green beans with baked pears. Like, I gave it a very good, like, thank you platform. Like, we didn't just slap something together. So it was just that's our way of saying thank you. Thank you for nourishing our bodies, kind of thing. Because to me, it's a little bit different than going to the grocery store and just getting a pack of meat off the shelf. Like, there's a whole process behind it and a lot of hard work on all parties that go into it. So that's my contribution to the whole thing. So that's enough about hunting for one video, I think. So moving on into, I don't even know what we watched. I think we watched what was it? I Am a Stalker or something. I did want to write in here my wine advent shipped, but I don't really have room. So we'll pop on over to Tuesday and get that filled in. Okay, so as I said, it started to get cold. It was 43 with a high of 46. So it literally was just gross all day. It was kind of funny because Dan went to change the lights in our break room, and because it was so gloomy and dark and cloudy, he couldn't even see in there with the lights off. So it was really funny, but he had to wait. Nothing really happened in the morning other than me pulling out the dishwasher and starting some laundry and tidying and showering. Like, it was a super fast morning, so I don't really have anything to like report in that, so I can leave it blank. I guess I'll just carry over this. Normally I don't really like that, but that's what we're gonna do. Pedrera prep took me literally all day. It was very annoying and I kept running into just phone call issues, all kinds of stuff. So I'm gonna do RT calls. I actually did okay on Redtail, and I know I finished all the calls I needed to make, so I can mark those out. Technically, I finished my part of the Pedrera prep, but Dan had to finish it out. So I'm gonna leave it marked out because I know I didn't finish it, and I don't know why that's gonna bother me. I don't want to put another sticky there, like right across. I might be able to put it down here. There was a lot of mail to go out. Jones, Toppins, Hamby. I think that was it. So we can mark that out. Let me see what I have. Oh, you know what I'm not using is all of these gorgeous stickers. Oh, darn it. Let's see what we got. I feel so dumb right now. Because this is also why I'm bad with kids, because I'm so used to just my cute little sticker flakes now. I can definitely use some of these really cute ones today. Maybe I'll just like save that for today. Because I don't really know what I would fit in there yet. Or what's applicable, because like nothing happened, if that makes sense. Oh, I could have used the work banner. Oh, these are kind of nice, these little bullet points, maybe. I don't necessarily want to use an icon so close to this, like I would use them farther down. Again, this is why these sticker book type of things last me for ages. So let's go back to where I started with I was looking for a sticker that encompasses shopping and crafty things and shipping. Specifically, I would like to do Coffee Monster Co., but I don't remember where I put them. There we go. Sometimes they end up in the shopping and sometimes they end up in the craft section. So let's try to do, I know I thought I had one anyway. Okay, I'll do shipped because this is an exciting one. I really clearly need to get more. So my advent calendar from TCMZ shipped, which is really exciting. And break announced. So her shop is gonna take a much needed break to catch up. Basically they sold on last Saturday's release. They sold more, they had more orders than they did last year's Black Friday. So they are about as underwater as humanly possible. I am also going to put this in shopping because I feel like that's what that is more than craft. Because that's what my brain defaulted to, so that's what we're gonna go with. So they're taking a break for a minute just to get everything caught up, and then they're also delaying the Black Friday sale, which no skin off my back, if I'm being completely honest, because it gives me more time to save money. So. And then Jeff and I went to dinner, and he got a work call that like screwed up everything, unfortunately. But I finally got the mushroom rigatoni, which is on their fall menu, and it was so good. It was a very, like I said, Padura took a lot of time, prepping all the mail took a lot of time, and then other red tails, so I'm gonna leave that be. And then I'm gonna mark 1, 2, 3, 4. I literally was the worst with my water yesterday, absolute worst. I don't even think I got 4. I think I might have only gotten 3. I am gonna have to add in my spending later because I need to go, I need to add spending in for here too still. Like, it's been bananas with work, and that's fine. That's kind of what I enjoy about Wednesday a lot, is it's my catch-up day. So that's what we're gonna work on today, is just getting everything all nice and pretty and caught up. I don't know what the weather is. I was like, what was I doing? I was gonna write in the weather, and it looks pretty, it looks nice, it looks clear. Sun is coming up. So let's see what kind of stickers we can utilize. I like the gray. I kind of like the AM PM too, if I'm being honest. I want to use one of these like little workout dudes as well. I think I'm also trying to decide on like a color theme. I know I probably won't use these, but we'll talk about that at another point, I suppose. Which one? I think I'm gonna end up using the grayscale. Let's do that, because I feel like this is the most accurate. I'll do the little planner. Film in through and I'm just gonna write update, because I really don't have the room to write planner, but because that planner sticker's there, I'm gonna obviously assume that. And even though this is early and I could have put it in the 7 o'clock slot, I'd rather not at this point. I do like the AM PM, but I feel like that's a little much, and this way I can, sorry, I just realized I pulled them off screen. I think I can use some of these throughout the week too, so I'm just gonna focus on using the gray then. I like the little house. I like the little dinner. Let's do this. Dishes. I'm on literally the last load of laundry, which makes me very happy. Need to vacuum today. I feel like I can mark those pretty comfortably. I want to we have a team huddle at 10. I don't think it'll take that long, but I'm just gonna do that there. I'm gonna test this pen and see if it's dark enough. For me to be okay with in there. We're gonna try it. I think that's okay. I don't love it. I don't think I'm a banner person. I just don't think, like, I would have probably liked that if it were a little bit darker, but I still don't think that's just my style. I just do not agree with that. So I may try to dress that up with like some doodles, or like do some lines to make it stand out more. You know what I could do? Let's see what I think of this. And sorry if you guys hear the heat cutting on and off. Obviously, like I said, it's kind of chilly here, or getting chilly here, so my heat is on now. And I don't really care if my line is perfectly straight. I don't know that I love that, but I feel like it at least stands out a little bit better. I'm gonna leave that be and just write it in Team Huddle here whenever it dries a little bit more. So I'm doing the plan with me filming for sure. I'm gonna leave some space up there. I want to handle allocations first this morning before the huddle. I don't actually have confirm calls this week, which is fantastic. I do like to have a line. Sorry, I'm thinking. I do like to have a line separating between things nowadays. Like, at least that's the style I like, where it's kind of like, okay, here are the work tasks, break. Here are home tasks, break. Here are craft tasks, break. Like, so these are the things that I want to focus on for the house today is dishes, laundry, vacuum. Like, that will put my home back in order to me, like, because I do kind of like pick up and tidy as I go. It's not a super wreck right now, thankfully. My cat is in the bed too. Sorry. I have to start out. I don't get to do a break for this because I won't have room if I don't. Allocations. Call. Can I do update RT? Perfect. I really need to take this out because it is super not helpful on this. Like, since we're at the end, it's getting kind of hard to like get that all the way into the center. Team. That was a good way to save that. Team Huddle at 10. So I've got that in there. I want to finish November PR. And then from there, I just want to work on other red tails. I do want to put this little guy in there for meal planning because I am meal planning for several things. So I'm meal planning for Thanksgiving, holiday stuff, and just normal meal planning. I'm not gonna write all of those in. I know that, and they're on my sloppy sheet basically. So I need to plan holiday sides that I'm gonna cook. I need to plan the grocery store trip, and I need to start picking up like odds and ends that I'm gonna want over the holiday season, like gingerbread mixes, stuff like that. So I want to start planning that. I probably won't finish today, and then with Thanksgiving being next week, I will probably be a little bit I'll probably wait until the weekend to go get things because I think I'm gonna do fresher sides. I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing yet. Not 100%. Okay, and then I don't really have a sticker. Oh, I mean, obviously, like, let's look at some other stickers in here. Like, I don't know. I mean, obviously, these can go in like a Hobonichi 5-year or something, but good Lord in heaven, like, that box is huge. I do really need to run some errands, so these would be really great to use. But and I think my tarot is a little bit later in the week, and I could use these like at the bottom if I want to for something like that. I always feel like I want a secondary sticker book when it's something like this, but then I always get like stumped. I need to do I struggle because I will forget to leave space for an X. That's happened before. Week number 18. Extras. Workflow. I have like a weird extra insert that goes into week 18, and it's got to be done so that I can upload it. And then I need to also do December 2022 plan with me and 2023 plans. So I'm working on all of that. I know I've got some packages set to arrive today, so I'm gonna leave a little bit blank for some other evening things. So that is your final look as it stands right now. Why did I put the November? Oh, okay, it is there. I was like, why do I only have December? There's November. So we can go ahead and mark a slash through that because it's started. It's just not done yet. I would like to do... There's a couple things on here that I still want to do that aren't here but are on my master list. I really don't like that work thing. I wonder if another like making it darker. I don't know. I also start to feel like it's gonna bleed through. I don't know, I really just don't love that, but it's okay. I may not be just like a heading kind of girl, and this is annoying me that this isn't sitting down. Okay, I'm getting ornery with it. So that is where we are at right now. I think this is a good place. Like I said, I've got some packages arriving later, so I will probably document that. And then any evening plans, any errands I run, so I want to leave some space. Plus anything I'm watching or what have you. I feel like that's plenty in every category to get me started today. So I'm gonna put these off to the side and get to work. I hope everybody has a good Wednesday, and then I will talk to you guys tomorrow morning before I head in, or maybe tomorrow evening. We'll see what happens, and then obviously we'll start working on migrations into next week. Thanks so much. See you guys in a bit. Hello, and happy Thursday morning. I did not write down the weather yet from yesterday or today. That's just where we're at. It's a little bit after 7, and so this one should be pretty quick because we don't have a bunch to catch up on that we're gonna throw in here. And it was a pretty chill evening yesterday. So I accidentally forgot that I was filming and marked off dishes already. I did finally fold the laundry that was in the dryer, and I actually have a whole nice new load left to do. I am gonna need my handy dandy little tape runner. I do want to get some like smaller tape runners. Not tape runners, whiteout runners. Because I know that they make them, but I would like to get like the really, really small ones, or maybe like a whiteout pen or something. I'll have to look into that. So I am gonna mark off allocations because I did call and update Redtail on the ones that I had. Loophole that I wasn't prepared for was that there was a communication error on them that I kind of caught, and I'm glad I did. I did not work on the November periodic review list, so I'm going to migrate that. I did work on Red Tail. I did finish. I migrated what didn't need to be done. And then I started working on meal plans. Did not work on week 18, workflow, or December plans, or 2023 plans. I got really busy with like work calls. And I focused on updating my planner yesterday afternoon so that everything is running a lot smoother with that. So I was kind of parked on the couch watching Return of the King, which was the last movie to watch in my Harry Potter Lord of the Rings binge. Let's see. And I had like the worst planner block. Like I was trying really hard. I worked a lot on like budgeting, cash flow, that kind of thing, and just like updating trackers, stuff like that. So it was really time consuming. I'm wondering if there's like a sticker for like watching anything, and I can put that in there. Cycle time package. Shockingly, Jeff did actually come over, which was a little different. Because normally he wouldn't come over that many nights in a row, but he had to work really late. I don't know that any of these boxes are really gonna fit here, so we're just gonna do watch Return of the King, which of course I cried at the end because I always do. I missed my water by 2. I think. Yeah, I missed it by 2. Right. So like I said, this one should be pretty quick, and I am hoping to go to Target this morning. I am motivated to get to Target this morning because I want to scout out some stuff. There's a lot to do today, like a lot. So I don't want to write in too much because I will screw myself up basically by doing so. So I'm gonna write in this part. I'm gonna continue with this awful like box situation that I don't like, just so that everything's cohesive like it was here, where I was like, I don't really love this, but the cohesion is gonna matter more to me. I don't know, maybe I'll like it more when it's all done. I doubt it. And I think I'm just gonna, that way it just like carries over, but it's not, I don't know that I'll do one for each. Like maybe just keep them on the in-office work days is what I want to do. And I will let that Tombow dry a little bit before I write on top of it directly. Like I said, I don't have the weather for today, so I'm gonna do film and Thursday. Dishes, Jeff actually did them this morning, and there's no laundry. There's some tidying that I already did. So I'm gonna leave that alone. And then I kind of want to use like, I know I've said this before, I don't like using emojis so close to the top. You'll kind of notice like I come down a little bit. I know what I do need to put in here. So let's see. see where my little weather creatures are. I probably could have done like a little budget due down here because, like I said, I was working a lot on like cash flow of things. I did do my tarot last night, and so I'm gonna put him down here. I really wish that, I know this sounds really funny. I wish I had done more of like this lettering and style, even though I didn't love it. I get what I was attempting to do. So just as something different, since I did the tarot here like that, I did like that style. Oh, that's a really wonky, that's a really weird angle. I don't know why I did it like that. I got for last quarter got the sun, which was really nice. And it was kind of like, what do you need? Like, what are your final touches kind of thing for what you're working on? And it was the sun, which kind of, it's just positivity and just kind of me. Like, I do tend to be kind of bursts of glitter happiness. Not all the time, but most of the time. Maybe not always in videos or as perky as I should be, but in real life I'm kind of like bubbly. I'm gonna drink a sip of this, or the last sip of coffee. Coffee definitely helps do the things. Okay, so back at it. All right, so let's focus. So I want to go on a Target run. I have some things that I need to get, but most of it is like scouting, holiday stuff. So I'm just gonna leave that there. Don't need to do anything else except for maybe stop for some kind of a breakfast thing. So as far as work goes, I'm trying to think of, I just want to kind of make a list at this point of things I for sure want to accomplish. So November PR list, December PR list, and then of course I've already packed up my darn thing. So certain, oh, and allocations. I'm gonna do call, update, retail, and then I'm gonna do meeting prep. I want to do at least one person's meeting prep, but I don't know whose. So I'm gonna leave it there because those are like the biggie things. I have looked to see what I need to do for work. I really need to kind of assess workflow so that I stay on track so that the live streams go smooth. But that's kind of all I've got for you this morning. So no fun stickers or anything, just like a quick update. But I will pop back on later this afternoon and or first thing tomorrow morning to get that ball rolling. Perfect. All right. Hello, happy Friday. It is actually the end of my work day on Friday, and I'm gonna play a little bit of catch up. Still not putting the weather at the top, but I use timeanddate.com, and I just do like the closest city, like I put in my my zip code. Couldn't think there for a sec. I put in my zip code and just call it a day and plug in whatever they've got. I'm grabbing my pencil pouch really fast. In case I think I have what I need in there. I do not. It's one of those days. It's been really crazy at work because we are at the tail end of the year and it is just wow. It's wow is what it is. So I'm gonna throw that little highlighted thing down. I'm still not really loving the look of this, but like I said, I'm committing and I'm just gonna roll with it. So I'm gonna write in this little box. And there is like an enormous amount of things up in the air right now, like enormous. So let's just start with Thursday. And I actually don't have cheat sheet notes for Thursday or for today, so I am relying on my memory as best as I can. I did not finish filming. That is okay. I did my Target run. I kind of want to throw some notes in there. Oh, I know. Okay, so I'm gonna consult the big book of stickers. I want to see, oh, that one's ripping. I want to see, okay, so that's a rooster, might work. I was curious what the Thanksgiving emoji was gonna be. I think, I don't have a pencil handy and I don't think it would fit anyway because normally I need about 4 blocks for any emoji. I would love to do like a turkey there. I might be able to do like a small turkey. So I'm gonna kind of leave that blank. I got my first turkey like that I've ever bought. And I was really excited. It's a turkey breast, not a full turkey. But I kind of want to document that somehow. Let's see if there's like a little, I know there's not a turkey in this set, let's be clear. Very curious. I'm gonna leave that blank because there's just some notes that I want to make, and I think I'm going to try to draw something that is turkey-esque there. I'm gonna leave it for right now. Okay, so November periodic review list, I finished. I started the December list. I did not finish. I did not have time to call in the allocations or to update Redtail, and I did not have time for meeting prep. So I am just gonna hop in over here and I am going to do RT calls. There was a lot of Redtails updating, phone calls, like last minute things because my boss is actually going to be out all of next week as part of her Thanksgiving holiday. So I'm running through in my head everything that I can think of to do with that. I did start with allocations. I didn't finish them because I wanted to call in and I did not get to update Redtail with those notes. Meeting prep automatically gets pushed to next week because I would not be, I lost my train of thought. I would not be working on meeting prep from home. I am debacling whether I want to film that week or not at the moment. Most likely not. So I'm just going to go ahead and migrate this over, I think. I'm going to leave it. I'm very indecisive, and I think that just has to do with like the craziness of the day. So there's that. I am going to put in week 18. Film, edit, I want an and sign, not a comma there, and post. I did all of the week 18 extra work, which I had to do today if I was gonna stay ahead, because that is the upload for the week for next Sunday, not this coming Sunday, but the next one, the 27th. So that's good and done. Obviously I did check in with Jen and I did the December PR list and got it to her. That was good. And that kind of takes care of work things on Friday. There was a lot on Thursday. So I actually want to use an emoji for work and just how absolutely it was manic. The phones were ringing off the absolute hook. I just realized I don't have any like working other than that. Like I don't have a I love how this, I don't have like one of my laptop emojis hanging in there. There was a lot of this today. I was having a lot of issues with email or with my internet. I'd love that I have a secondary sheet of this. This is really what it felt like, and I was completely losing my marbles. I got the voicemail changed. Finally. Phones. There was just kind of a lot. So I'm gonna leave that there. Yeah, it was just a lot. The phones were going crazy, which makes it really hard for me to get things done because I'm stopping to handle that. And it was a lot of like long-winded things and issues and problem children, and it was just a lot. I am going to see if there's like an icon. I kind of want to use one of these like little boxes. I'm gonna write it off camera though. It looks like I'm doing like not a lot of rounded corners other than those, so I'm gonna stick with this little box. Just put this little box here. Wow, my eyes are going funny from that holograph. Wow. And then I'll do like this little box. So there was a food truck at my apartment, and it was actually really tasty. I've also been eating very, very poorly. Just fully admitting that, like, I feel like trash. I completely feel terrible. I went to bed really early too. So I'm gonna do this little trash. This is like not super upbeat, sorry. I just feel terrible because of the food that I have been eating, because it's been like sporadic, not healthy. Like there's no consistent, like I may eat like a super healthy like one thing and then eat trash the rest of the day, or not eat at all, or eat too much. Like everything is just cattywampus, and I think it has to do with like not feeling well most of October, and then not having my car and cooking so much and kind of eating somewhat decent and regular, and then like as soon as I got let out with my car, I just went overboard. And I started watching The Crown season 5. I missed the day by 2. And I did spend money on McDonald's, Target, Ralls. Okay, again, nothing really to report up here per se. I am probably just gonna do dishes because I did finish them, tidy. And then most of the morning was the workflow. I'm gonna leave these so that I can write in work. I'm not really into making it look pretty at the moment. So now I am done with work stuff. So what I'm gonna do is migrate rubric, spreadsheets. I finished the November, I finished the December, moving December cards, talked with April about holiday plans. So I'm gonna do a slash because that's still in transit. Everything else can stay for right now, or is workflow. Some of these I feel like I could move that I know they're not gonna get done over the weekend, but I'm still gonna leave them there for margin. I'm gonna go ahead and do 4 X's here at the bottom because I've already had one whole thing of water. I hate that these don't stick down well. It's kind of annoying. Okay, again, taking a quick look at this. I'm gonna see if I like this. I can't promise anything, but we're gonna see what happens. Oh no. I think I would like it on a weekend, like banner, and then do like a bullet list or something, but I don't like that off to its own devices. I do want to go ahead and put down the other butterfly or moth creature type thing so that I can start writing around it. I'm gonna go ahead, so we've got this one down here, maybe I already kind of know what's happening for the rest of the evening, so I'm just gonna kind of go against what I normally would and put it going into more of today than tomorrow. Again, I don't really know what the weekend's gonna hold 100% yet. I just realized that that was a really, oh, man, can I get this up without messing everything up? Okay. Yikes. I want it to go. I'm weird. I don't want them flying in the same direction. That's what's happening. So again, I'm kind of okay with taking up more space than I normally would care to, just for the sake of it. I may have to help my mom out. The woman who was going to babysit the bunnies had a family member pass away, and she may need some help with watching them, and I won't really know until later today. So I am just gonna make some lists for the evening since this is kind of taken up over here. So I'm gonna do December. Let me set up. I don't know what I was thinking. 2023 plan with me set up. Definitely in that groove. Meal plan. I'm gonna go ahead and mark off Kroger because I am leaving here and going there, but I'm not done meal planning either. And I'm gonna do master list so I can kind of see what needs to get done. That leaves some room for watching, or if I want to write dinner stuff, because I don't know what's going to happen. Right now I'm supposed to cook dinner for Jeff and I, but that is always up for debate, especially if he's had a hard day. Sometimes it's chuck that, and we're going to go get takeout. And I'm going to say bad food here just so that I know why I feel like trash. I don't know why I put some asterisks there, but we're going to leave that alone. I am going to endeavor to get the weather filled in and my budgeting filled in while I'm away as well. I could do like an update, but other than right here, I really don't have room, and I feel like that's just going to look super crowded if I try to do that. So I'm going to leave it be, and I'll check back in with you guys tomorrow afternoon when I get back. All right, everybody. I hope everybody had a good week and is looking forward to their weekend. Hello. So we're going to wrap this up. As you can see, I have filled in all of my weather, and I have filled in my spending up to a certain degree. There's going to be a couple things that I'm going to have to put in here later this afternoon. It is Sunday afternoon, and I've got a couple errands to run, so I'm not going to get too caught up in the weeds necessarily with this. So let's just kind of get into the documenting, obviously, and we're going to walk through that. I did decide that I am going to film a plan with me for the week of Thanksgiving, mainly because there's a lot that I need to accomplish on certain days. So I'm leaning towards just kind of showing how I break down something that complex, and just having that as an opportunity to just show you guys. So that's going to be a different video. So we're just going to get through the documenting. So first things first, I do want to document some coffee drinking. Those are all spring and Poughkeepsie. Oh, the tea lovers, so cute. Oh, so excited to start using cocoa soon. Do I not have just like some normal mugs? Definitely did not think about that. Did any of the spring? I might be able to use like a zombie coffee. Let's see if I have like a mood one that kind of goes with that. So I got up, or we got up kind of early. And we didn't sleep well at all. No one was in a particularly fantastic mood. I think, and Jeff was like turboed, which was not helpful either. So we're gonna do this kind of like zombie coffee, only because it also like goes with the grayscale vibe. I'm gonna put it up at the top, and normally I wouldn't, but as it stands, I'm gonna document a little bit side by side, maybe. We'll see. Okay. We'll do boozy coffee. Not relaxed. Jeff was like super energetic. He had been up earlier than me, and I was just not on that level at all. And that was really not how I wanted to start my slow Saturday. And then my mom texted me in the middle of that I was gonna need to help out and go bunny sit for the weekend, basically, which meant that driving not just all the way from Jeff's to my house to feed the cat, but then to get back in the car and go tend to the bunnies. So I was like helping Jeff with errands all over his house. I say errands, but like with stuff around his house, helping tidy, and then getting ready to go eat lunch. It was not what we planned. It was just bad. It was not good. So I'm gonna put tidy bungalow. I started meal planning a little bit more for the week. December. Plan with me. I didn't really do a master list. We went to Blackwell's so that he could get some groceries. I'm gonna do some hearts because I love going to Blackwell's. They always have like the coolest stuff. I'll do Zim's, Skillet, lunch. It's pretty tasty. And then the rest was me like literally driving to my house. Tidy apartment. I could do like a package sticker because basically Christmas packages are arriving, and then to make matters more annoying, two of my packages got delayed, which was not helpful. Packages got delayed because of UPS being stupid and deciding to come late at night when no one is here to sign for packages. I should have just abbreviated. Oh well. Cool. So yeah, this will give me a little bit of space so I can go over here where I like kind of bled over here. So yes, everything is entered in as far as spending up to this point. Like I said, I do have some errands that I want to run this afternoon. I just don't know what they look like, and it's all dependent on time too. Like I'm gonna go to an early dinner and I am going to really start planning. I'm gonna do a master list. Let me pause. I'm getting massively ahead of myself, I can tell. And I just realized I forgot to put in my tarot, but that's okay. We can totally put that in. All right. Need to calm down, focus, just a touch. So let us start with the top of Sunday. So I'm gonna do terrible instant coffee. And I'll do feed buns. Finish the crown. I did that later in the day when I got home, but tomato. Feed kitty. Whole Foods. I half swept. I am going to run the dishwasher while I am out. That was scrunched and doesn't look super pretty, but it is what it is. I have started updating my planner. We'll pop the tarot in here. I do need my book just so I remember. I don't know why my brain can't compute this today. And really, realistically, it should be one of these. So we're just gonna do it backwards for one full tarot. and crescent. 2 of blades, which is ridiculously comical because it's basically indecision, and I am in like just an endless state of indecision right now, with so many things, and I feel super disorganized. I just feel all over the place, and that is not how I want to feel. That's just not, it's not good. Trying to put things back in the wrong pockets even. So I don't need any more stickers for the rest of this. Again, I don't use a ton from kits or even my own stash. Like, that's it, because I've already got something right here. So I'm just gonna list out some things from this stage on that I want to accomplish through the day, and then we will the next portion of this is going to be in the new plan with me. Okay, so things that I want to do. I want to go to like an early dinner, so I'm going to figure that out. As far as errands go, I would like to go to Sprouts. That's mainly the only one that I can think of that's on that side of town necessarily. So I'm gonna leave it there. And again, I'm going to early dinner. Master list is gonna be crucial for the end of the night. I need to finish updating my planner. I did finish meal planning, so I am going to go ahead and give myself a check for that. I need to do December plan with me. I need to like finish the setup really bad so that I can film that tomorrow. Part of the master list is really like, that's really what I need to write. Plan for M through W. So Monday and Tuesday. So Monday I'm remote, Tuesday I'm in the office, and Wednesday I'm off for the holiday. So I need to, this is why I said I really wanted to film this breakdown, because it's going to be really important that I categorize the master list based off that. So what I want to do this evening, I know I'm kind of like talking ahead and you won't see that video for a while, but maybe this will help people like the week of Christmas, or if you're getting ready for other things, or you've got a vacation coming up or something like that. So that's kind of why I want to film it, and normally I wouldn't. So I am going to make a master list with everything. Then I'm going to figure out what needs to be done Monday, what needs to be done Tuesday, what needs to be done Wednesday, and then beyond that, like, hey, these are some things I need to get done over the break, but I am going to focus on resting after that. So this leaves a little bit of space for what I'm watching, and I'm pretty sure I know what I'm going to watch already, and I'm already 4 bottles of water down, so that's good. So most likely I'll have a charge for wherever I go eat, which I'm not sure where that is yet, and then one for Sprouts, because I'm going to pick up a couple things from there. I'm going to go ahead and migrate over establishing the Invesco account, planning meals with people, posting. I need to do some Etsy update stuff and buckle cards. So I'm just going to move all these. And again, I'm just going to add these to my master list. So we're wrapping up this week a little bit different than we normally would, but this is what this week looks like. Sorry, centering. And sorry if this is going to bounce, but this way you guys get like a little close up. And I hope this helps. I'm sorry if I was kind of like blah this week and dreary. I definitely think that my eating habits have caught up with me 100%, and I just don't feel well. I didn't work out but one day this week, and that's really not what I wanted at all. I felt like I was kind of coming back strong, and I guess I'm just not. And Yeah, not the best mental health week. Lots of anxiety from different sources, and I am really hoping that next week's proves regenerative. And I definitely have a lot of irons in the fire right now, and I know it, and I can feel the strain because my ADHD is keeping it really unfocused. So my tarot card definitely makes sense that I'm at an impasse and I need to make some decisions about a lot of different things, and I am not focusing very well. So I am endeavoring to sit down maybe with some tea tonight and relax and make all my lists. And I'm just going to give a tip out there. If you ever get to this point where you feel overwhelmed and you've got too much going on and you feel like your planner is working against you, I am a huge believer, and it truly helps me, truly helps me to do brain dump lists. So just get a notepad and go steady stream of thought. And then if you get stuck, then go back like through your categories. So for me, that's kind of what I'm talking about, where I am stream of consciousness, and then I'm like, I feel like I'm forgetting 1,000 things. I'm so stressed out. So I wrote like Thanksgiving meal planning, post Thanksgiving meal planning, vacation, because I am back in the office for 2 days, and then I'm out of office for a week, from a Wednesday to a Wednesday. So I'm taking a break, and there are certain things that I need to get done on that break, and I need to be good with my time with self-care, but I also need to be good with my time on being ahead and staying ahead, so that the live streams go smooth, so that I make the most use of that time and I don't vegetate, but that I also take time for myself. So again, it gets really crazy and really hard if you have anxiety. So just brain dump and then go through the categories. Go through work and home, and then break it down from there. Break it down by day if you need to, by task if you need to, by room if you need to. So for me, it's, work, kind of front desk service, and then it'll go down into like also allocations, year-end stuff, and then I need to go through like house. Okay, again, that's Thanksgiving, post-Thanksgiving, vacation, planner stuff, project life stuff, house projects in all the rooms, like that kind of thing. So just keep pulling out. It's like a big ball, like a big mess of yarn. Like you've got to keep pulling at it so that you can start to pull that string through and wrap it up again. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to brain dump, and I will show you guys the brain dump and how bad and big it is. And then from there, I will show you how I separate it, and I will show you how, even if you do that, there's not necessarily room for everything. You're going to have to make some hard choices. So anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this plan with me. I know that I'm kind of cutting it off a little bit shorter than I would, but I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless, and that you guys are having a lovely holiday so far. I'm trying to think of when this is going to upload, the day before Thanksgiving. So I hope everybody has a wonderful and happy Thanksgiving. Bye, everybody. Until next time.